baby.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome to the month of July.
Thank you.
And so today we will be reviewing our first book for July, which is under memoirs or books that
Just share lived experiences.
Yeah. something like that. So our first book for this month is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou.
Interesting how we have different covers and the sizes are also different.
Yeah.
Yours looks very small, like a pocket.
It's
book.
a pocket book. And also, like, I don't like books that have like a small
font
margin.
Oh, a small margin. Let me see. Oh yes. But then also, I think publishing and writing has evolved because we got again. No, but when was it published? It was published way before that.
This one, 2015.
Serious? Oh, come on, what?
This
one. I don't know when this was published. It was first published in 1969, but it's not.
Oh, not that book.
It's not this one.
1960?
Oh, this paperback edition was published in 2007. So yeah, okay, 2018.
Hey, okay.
This can't be. 2015. So yours.
So mine
is the
actually most recent than that one. So hold your horses there.
Oh, that's strange.
So
I prefer mine.
So anyway, what did you think about the book?
So far as I've gotten with the book, I am enjoying it. I have come to understand that Maya has enjoyed a lot of hardship as a child, a lot of difficulties navigating is it racism at the time? Navigating their social economic standing as well. So yeah, it was interesting to read about it, but it's always just a sore point for me to read about those times and the lives of Black people during those times.
Yeah, inequality, racism, and also the sexual assault that she endured.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see our questions.
But before you get there, what did you think about the book?
Oh, what did I think about the book? It was not a nice book to read.
In terms of the story?
In terms of the story. But in terms of the writing, it captured me. And I mean, she's a brilliant writer. And, you know, like she kept me entertained. And I kept wanting to know what's going to happen, what's going to happen. So, yes, I really enjoyed this read.
The different personalities of the different characters really come alive in this book. Like how would I like her grandmother? Like it's almost as if like the grandmother and her brother, and so her writing is in such a way that the characters do come alive.
They do, yeah. Okay, so were there instances in which you felt the author was not being truthful?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, same here. Because like you say, like how nganisa story sa motho no stay.
Like was nganisa ori.
Wenga. Do you believe it or not?
It's up to you. Oxalayo, this is what she's saying. This is what she experienced, and I always just admire people who can be so vulnerable in their writing and in their storytelling and just share pieces of themselves with the larger population like that. I feel it takes a different kind of person to allow people into your life like that.
But I think you also share, because I don't like, even though you share it, but then you share when you're ready. Because I think it takes a lot from a person to share these kind of stories. Because maybe, for instance, if you are if this has been like something that traumatized you as a young child, ne? And then now you writing this book is living the experience again, baba. And then obviously, is this someone you would want to know?
Yeah, of course it would be. I would have loved to have the opportunity to be introduced to Maya and all of that, but I think that's too late. But I do know my first introduction to her work was with her poem, Yeah, Phenomenal Woman.
Yes.
Listen, I had that poster up in my wall before I even knew or understood what the poem was saying. Because I'm reflecting back on it now and I'm thinking, I had no business putting up Phenomenal Woman at such a young age like that. I mean, that poem just praises a woman's body and praises you as an African woman. And I read it when I was a child. But I still loved it. So that was my first introduction to her. Do you know when your first introduction to her was?
It was Hey Black Child. I think Hey Black Girl or something. I think it was that one.
I don't think I know. Is it a poem?
Yeah, it is. And now I saw it online actually being recited by a little girl. And then that's how I knew of her. And then that's only when we started reading obviously this book. Yeah.
I'm just reminded of the fact that I loved Maya's voice.
Oh yeah, like
she had a very rich, authentic voice, and I just remember thinking this is just a powerful voice. But I can imagine there would be a lot of people, maybe people who criticize you about the kind of voice that you have,
and also maybe even like intimidation, like they feel intimidated, but then because of you can't put it into words, you kind of like ridicule it or no. Anyway, share a favorite quote or favorite part from the book. Do you have a favorite part?
You can go. I think I have one. I've made some progress with the book, but for some reason I hadn't been making notes, but I do have one, and it's a prayer. I think that's a prayer that her granny made. Mama. Yeah. Anyway, so when she's explaining her grandmother would wake up very early in the morning and she would start her day with a prayer, and I think it was a powerful prayer. So it says, Our Father, thank you for letting me see this new day. Thank you that you didn't allow the bed I lay on last night to be my cooling board, nor my blanket my winding sheet. Guide my feet this day along the straight and narrow, and help me to put a bridle on my tongue. Bless this house and everybody in it. Thank you. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, amen. I like the part that it says, and help me to put a bridle on my tongue. Because sometimes you don't realize how powerful your words are, and they could either destroy someone or build them up. And you just need to choose the latter, to be able to build people instead of crushing them with our words.
No, I hear you. Mine, I actually didn't know I had one, like a favorite quote, but then I have a quote on 289. I think that's the last one, because the last page, sorry. And this is the part where she had a baby. When I was 18, how I look off.
You look okay.
It's not the last one.
There's no way this is the recent one. This is the recent one.
No.
But moving on, yes, go ahead.
But anyway, so she was like Nale edgy about sleeping on top of the baby, she didn't know. And then I think her mother said, or when she woke up or something like that, her mother was, but see, you don't have to think about doing the right thing. If you are for the right thing, then you do it without thinking. So yeah, this was my favorite part, because I think when you're a new mom, and at a young age, I think she was a teen mom. When you're a new mom, you have so many fears like about what kind of mother you're going to be. Are you going to be able to, step up to the occasion, and also sleeping on top of your baby is just one of the other serious things that could happen.
Yes, it can make away, especially because you get so exhausted as a new mom that you do worry that you would sleep and be in such deep sleep that
you can't hear, or you can't even hear the baby crying. Ooh, guys. So tell me, what would you rate the book?
Difficult to say since I haven't really finished it, but as far as I got, I really think it's good writing, so I'll give it a 4.
A 4
out of 5.
I'll give it a 4.5.
Hey,
what's that called, my dear? I'll give it a 4.5. And is it a book that you'd recommend to someone?
Yeah, sure. I would recommend it. Her story is touching. She's a phenomenal woman, so yeah. She has many other works, but I'd definitely recommend this one.
And also, her strength is admirable because, despite all the suffering that she went through, she never gave up. She was like, you will hear me. I will sing.
Is that the link with the title?
Yes.
Because where I'm at now with the book is I haven't quite made the link yet with the title. So what is...
I know why the cage birds sing. It's similar, it's like used metaphorically, like similar to, I'm broken, but I will still use my voice, so just like the bird that's in a cage, it's captive, but it still sings.
Okay.
It still sings.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you for watching.
Bye. See you next time.